Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Black Ops 6. The game is now out for everybody, and as such, people are jumping in, experiencing the multiplayer, dealing with skill-based matchmaking, which of course we will be doing a video talking about that. But most importantly, a lot of people are jumping in, leveling up, and unlocking things, right? The progression paths within Black Ops 6 are really good this year, and you guys know me, I love the camo grind, I love challenges, I'm very happy that 100%er is back, and as such, I've been grinding the game. We took some time to try out zombies yesterday, which kind of slowed me down a little bit. It's not like I'm first prestige yet or anything, but I do have 2 golden weapons. I did the XM4 first, and then after that I did the AK-47. You would think I'd be trying out something new because we used these guns back during the beta quite a bit, but I kind of thought, let's just go in order here, essentially. Just go down the list, do the assault rifles first, maybe then jump to submachine guns, eventually deal with things like the marksman rifles and the shotguns. And I really do like how the challenges work in this year's game. As you guys can see here, if we go to our loadouts, we're gonna go down here because I have both the golden guns already set up. The challenges are very simple. It's just headshots, essentially, which is very reminiscent of how Call of Duty used to be. After that, we have these special challenges here for the XM4. Very simple stuff. Get 30 kills shortly after sprinting. Well, that's pretty much every kill in a game like Black Ops 6 with how fast-paced it is. And then here, get a kill without taking damage 30 times. That takes a little bit longer. You kind of have to be shooting people from the back or from the side, but it's not really that hard. Once you're done with that, you then get your gold camo challenge, which is just simply get 10 double kills, which is not really hard whatsoever. The AK-47 was a little bit different, and the challenges don't really explain themselves all that well, but they're still pretty simple. You do your 100 headshots, and then after that you have your special camos. Here, just get 50 eliminations while having the strategist combat specialty active, which means having 3 green perks. And then here, get 20 kills with the underbarrel launcher attached to the AK-74. The way they described that, I thought I just had to have the attachment on. No, you had to actually do noob tube kills, which was really not hard whatsoever, especially in hardcore, because for whatever reason, people just aren't running flak jacket. Those 2 guns were not difficult. The hardest part, honestly, was getting 100 headshots. I'm sure plenty of people right now are wondering what's the best way to go about getting headshots. How can you quickly get through these challenges and basically blitz your way up to dark matter? Well, the answer is pretty much hardcore, which is not something that I think a lot of people want to hear, but if you go on YouTube, you go on Twitch, you go watch anything in regards to camo grinding in Black Ops 6, pretty much everybody is in one playlist, which is going to be hardcore face-off mosh pit. Here we only have 4 maps to play on, but they're incredibly tiny. There are no kill streaks, and every single time you shoot somebody in the head, it will be a headshot. The problem is, however, everyone that's in this playlist is typically going to be sweaty. Not only do we have skill-based matchmaking, but people know this is the best way to grind camos relatively fast here in Black Ops 6, and as such, the people you find in these lobbies are also going to be the people that are trying to grind headshots and just speed on through, and therefore, you're going to have a pretty sweaty experience. Some matches are great. Some matches you get 15, 20, 25 headshots in the game. Other matches, your team's just getting stomped and it's hardcore and your gameplay looks like this, where you're just dying constantly and you're wondering if it's even worth trying to play hardcore, especially when the game just came out. And I definitely think there's something to be said about that. My brother asked me yesterday before we started doing all these challenges, he's like, do you want to jump into hardcore? It might be easier for headshots. I'm like, you know what? No, I really don't want to do that because I would much rather experience the brand new game the way I want to play it. For me personally, I like game modes like Domination, you know, so we've been playing regular Domination, just trying out the new maps, getting used to the new spawns, getting used to where the flags are and everything, and kind of just taking in a brand new game. If we just go and jump into hardcore face-off, we're playing the same 4 maps over and over, which is realistically the same 2 maps because everybody only seems to vote for Warhead or maybe the Pit map. Every now and then you might play one of the other 2 maps, but in general, people just vote for those same maps and just people are grinding their headshots, they're blitzing through, but they're not really experiencing a new COD. They're just grinding camos, you know, they're not really playing on the breadth of what the game has to offer. They're not trying out the new maps, they're not trying out different game modes, they're playing like the same 2 maps over and over in hardcore. A lot of them probably aren't even hardcore fans, they probably prefer the standard playlist, but they just want to grind their camos as fast as possible so they can be that guy in your lobby that you look at and you say, holy shit, that guy has not gone outside since the game came out, essentially, right? So pick your poison when it comes to your camo grind here within Black Ops 6. There's a lot of ways to go about it. For me personally, I do like playing the hardcore face-off playlist. It's not too bad, but honestly, I do pretty much just as well when it comes to headshots while I'm playing in the standard multiplayer. But here's the thing about that. Pay attention to your attachments. I goofed up bad when I was using my XM4 here. So here we can see we have no attachments, right? But we can go in and check out our attachments and then go to our detailed stats. As you guys can see, the XM4 by default does 28 damage to the head, which means no matter matter what, it's still going to be a 4-shot kill to the head. Well, there's a certain barrel right here, which is going to increase your headshot multiplier. You would think, okay, I'm going for headshots. Sure, we have more recoil, but it does more headshot damage. Well, look at your detailed stats. It takes it from 28 up to 32. It's still a 4-shot headshot. It does not actually benefit you in any way, shape, or form. Maybe there's some weird range out there where for some reason, at that one particular distance, it may save you 1 bullet, or maybe if their health is a certain value, it may actually give you 1 less headshot to kill in standard multiplayer. I don't know. It just isn't worth it most of the time. We have to look at different weapons and try to see if you're actually going to get a benefit from the headshot barrel. Here again, we have the AK-74, 36 damage to the head. That means no matter what, it's 3 shots to the head and they're dead. You put on that barrel, it's still 3 headshots to the head. It doesn't benefit you really whatsoever. There will be some examples, I'm sure, of different guns that are going to help you out, but essentially, it seems like you should not be running that barrel at all unless it takes your base headshot damage and increases it to 34 damage or higher. That will take it from a 4-shot headshot to a 3-shot headshot, which again, ties into the time to kill of this game. I'm definitely enjoying the time to kill, because when you hear it takes 4 headshots to take somebody down, you're probably thinking to yourself like, wow, that seems like a lot, but in reality, it's still a very fast-paced game. The time to kill is still pretty quick, but it feels good. It doesn't feel like you're getting melted like you did in the Modern Warfare games necessarily, but people aren't living forever either. I have seen some people saying that it feels like their guns do no damage and everyone else's guns melt them pretty much instantly. Well, that's like server netcode. That's gonna be some lag and some desync, but at the same time, it's also going to be getting used to a new Call of Duty game, getting used to the new guns, the new damage patterns, the new recoil, new everything essentially. Like, the game is fresh right now, which is so much fun. And I will say, and I'm sure some people are going to argue with me in the comments, but I'm open to hearing about it and your guys' experiences. So far, I don't see, like, what's the OP gun of this game? Obviously, the Jackal was crazy during the beta, but we only had, like, 7 guns realistically to use during the beta, right? Now, we have so many different weapons and everyone's running around with a bunch of different stuff. Like, the XM4 is good for sure, but the Amos is also good. The AK-74, I'm liking it, but it's not the best assault rifle in the game, I don't think. That's just my personal take on it. I definitely struggled with that gun a lot more than I did the XM4. Like, weapon balance seems pretty good so far within Black Ops 6, but give it a few days, I'm sure things are definitely going to change as a meta evolves, as more people get more attachments and unlock more things within the game. Now, on top of that, prestige mode, right? I'm not yet up to first prestige. I need to get back to playing, which is why I'm going to be wrapping up this video here pretty soon, but the leveling in this game feels good. It's not too slow, it's not too fast. You feel rewarded when you level up, which is definitely fantastic, and there's a lot of ways to go about leveling up quickly. Some tricks you can use, of course, would just be spamming UAVs and counter UAVs. All of that assist score is going to add up. Maybe you toss on decoy grenades and throw those around to try to level yourself up a bit more by getting even more score that way. Of course, we also have challenges, which these are pretty passive. I'm happy 100%er is back, but at the same time, a lot of these challenges are just things that are gonna happen one way or the other. Sometimes you may have to go out of your way to do some challenges, but most of the time, these are things you're just gonna end up doing, like win a match with the highest score of all players in the lobby, finish within the top 3 in matches with 8 or more players 50 times, kill every enemy at least once in the same life 5 times, things like this. Like, you don't really have to go for them, just play the game, try to play well, you're eventually going to get them. Same thing is true of the boot camp challenges, but the thing about these challenges is you can level up pretty quickly by doing them. Each one of these challenges is worth like 1,000 XP. Then some challenges actually build upon themselves, where I think the hardened challenges here, for example, right over here, Bloodthirsty Killer, right? Get 5 kills without dying 50 times. That is tier 3 of these challenges. The first tier, you got 1,000 XP. Second tier, you got 2,000 XP. Third tier, you got 3,000 XP, And the same is true of mastery badges. When you get these mastery badges, you get a bunch of XP for those as well. Obviously, I did the XM4 and the AK-74 so far, but each one of these was worth 5,000 XP for getting my gun up to 5,000 kills. And I also think you got bonus XP for getting up to bronze and then silver before you eventually got gold and got your 5,000 XP. So there's that as well. There's just so many ways to level up in this game, so many different little things for you to do. And the customization is also pretty cool. Once I get to first prestige, of course, I'll do a full video on that. But here you guys can see, if we go to customize, we can see some of the rewards that we're eventually going to be getting. Like, for example, we can go over here to our wallpaper, and here are going to be different wallpapers for our profiles that will be unlocked at different categories. Like this one, for example, Prestige 4 level 10. My personal favorite, Welcome to Blackout, Prestige 9 level 10. That freaking looks fantastic. You can also go into your operators here and customize them to see what rewards are going to be coming in the future. For example, here if we go to Marshall, we see the Sitting Crucible Reborn skin that you get for getting Prestige Master. Over here, if we go to Pain, we have the My Name Is skin that's eventually going to be unlocked at Prestige 3 level 50. You can see a lot of the rewards right away, but the Prestige Master rewards are kind of hidden within the game right now, which is pretty interesting. But just so far, they've done a great job with the progression within Black Ops 6. I think a lot of fans are going to be turned off initially by not having those weekly challenges that we had in Modern Warfare 3, not having the aftermarket parts as well, which definitely shook up the game quite a bit and definitely made things feel a lot more varied. We are missing some aspects from Modern Warfare 3 for sure, but Treyarch, I think, has done a pretty fantastic job with the progression here within Black Ops 6, and it's addicting. I'm not gonna lie. Like, obviously, I'm a huge COD fan. I've been making Call of Duty videos for over 13 years here on this channel alone. Like, I've been playing the franchise for about 17 years. I'm a big COD fan, and it's nice to have a new game that, for me anyway, feels like a new game as compared to the last 2 years of Modern Warfare that we've been playing. Like, having a new Black Ops game feels fantastic, and while the matchmaking is ridiculous, it still feels so good to be able to go through and level up once again, work for your camos again, and try to unlock all these different things as everybody else is doing the exact same thing. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. What do you think of the progression so far here within Black Ops 6? And if you're going for the camo grind, how far are you? Because I've seen a bunch of people, they're starting to put how many guns they've completed in their clan tag. Like, they'll have like 3 of 33 or, 5 of 33 or whatever. I've only got 2 done. Like, I thought I was doing pretty good with 2. My rocket launcher is pretty close to being finished as well, but some people are really grinding this stuff. So I'm curious to hear what you guys think down there in the comments. Thank you all so much for listening to this video here today. Expect many more Black Ops 6 videos to be hitting the channel very soon, but until then, I need to jump back in and play some more. So hope you guys all enjoyed, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.